Speaking of more lawsuits, this was a shocker to everyone. Cameron has decided to sue J. Cole. Yes, you heard that right. Cameron is suing J. Cole. Let's go over the article. Cameron has filed a lawsuit against J. Cole, accusing the rapper of failing to make good on an agreement they reached over the song Ready 24, according to TMZ. Cam claims he provided his contribution to the track in exchange for Cole agreeing to lend his talents to one of his future projects or appear on his and Mace's sports talk show, It Is What It Is. Over a year after Ready 24 dropped, neither has come to fruition. In the filing, Cam reveals that he and J. Cole worked on the song back in 2022 and remained in touch over the next 2 years. As Cam continuously asked if he could appear on the podcast, Cole claimed to be unavailable. In turn, Cam is arguing that he was never properly compensated for his work on Ready 24 and wants a judge to weigh in on the matter. He hopes to be named a co-author of the song in order to recoup his alleged losses through the money the track has made. At the time of publishing, Cole has yet to respond to the lawsuit. J. Cole dropped Ready 24 as part of his fourth mixtape, Might Delete Later. He released the project as a surprise for fans while still working on his long-awaited album, The Fall Off. Let's see here. He actually won a compensation, I believe, of $500,000. Let me see, because they didn't mention it on this. Cam says he wasn't properly compensated and wants the judge to declare a co-author, blah, blah, blah. He estimates the amount the song made so far is $500,000. So he does want that. He says either put me as a co-writer and give me the profits from the years that it's been out, or make good on your promise. Which I don't know who to believe, man. I really don't. First, the funny thing about this is people are like, "Hey, is this the right thing? Like, is a rapper supposed to be doing this to other rappers, like suing?" And I'm like, guys, these guys are far away from their street life. Well, first off, J. Cole's not even street to begin with. So, and Cameron is way been in the business world, and this is really just a business transaction. I don't know why people are viewing this. Is this snitching? Is this okay for artists to be doing this? Like, nothing wrong with suing, man. It's a business at the end of the day. Like, Cameron did work for J. Cole. At least that's what he says. He did work for J. Cole, which we saw on the track. But he says that J. Cole never compensated him for that, whether it be it for the feature or for showing up on his show. And he said he asked, over 2 years, and then eventually J. Cole just stopped responding. I don't know if that's true, right? But if it is, that's not a good look for J. Cole, which I don't know. I just don't see J. Cole doing something like that, man. I really don't. It just does not give me that vibe of a person that would do that. But yeah, so there it is. There's a lawsuit. We'll see what happens moving forward. Who knows? Maybe J. Cole responds to this. I do think it's messed up, though. If you're going to... will this lawsuit even have any validity? Because first, if it was a verbal agreement, nothing done on paperwork, then you really don't have a case at the end of the day. Besides the song being released on streaming platforms, then you could say, hey, I'm an artist, my song's on here, blah, blah, blah. Other than that, you really don't have much of a case. That's why it's good to do things with paperwork. But, some artists, hey, I'll look out for you, look out for me. And then some artists never look out for the person. That happens a lot in the music industry. That's why I don't do things by, word of mouth. I just, hey, we either do this, sign the papers, and that's it. Everything I did on Give It Should I Try and had papers on it where everybody has to sign release forms, and everybody agreed that, hey, they're not getting compensated. This is not not happening, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't promise them anything. I didn't say, hey, if you do this interview for me, I'm going to, I was like, listen, you do this interview for me, it can give you some promo, we'll add your name on there, your social media in the description, whatever the case may be, whatever you want. Nobody really cared. Nobody was really interested in that. They just wanted to do the documentary because they were happy about that. But that's really about it, man. If there's really no proof of it ever being done, then who knows what kind of case that he has. But regardless, if you're going to keep your word, somebody keep your word, because it does spread around, that you're not somebody who keeps their word, and that could be very hard hitting to your reputation. Let's just say that. But yeah, we'll see what happens moving forward.